Sunday test. Sunday test will have 90% of the questions from electricity and its effect, and 10% from acid salts that we will be starting today. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. I hope it's clear now. Please make it fast as far as the quiz is concerned. Team B, please make it fast. Please do it fast. Okay. Acid, base, and salts. We have already started this chapter that day. So we were talking a lot of stuffs about acids, bases, and salts. Acid around us, base around us, salt around us. We were talking about acids around us. We're talking about some of the fruits, no, citrus, apple. These people are having some acid in them. So what about base? Can anybody tell me any real life base that we have every day? Very common base.
Soap is a base.
Very good, Sharvik. Sorry, it is
Ma'am,
Dilda.
that drain cleaner, that is all, that is
Yeah,
also.
yeah. So that is soap. Actually, soap is very good example of daily life that we are using base. And also one of them told one more. And salts, very good example of salts again. You can easily guess it. Yes, daily life, our day-to-day life, we use this one particular salt.
Table salt.
Table salt, exactly. You can say also common salt, right? So these are the salt. This salt is being used in our food items, right? You can't eat anything without salt, right? Correct. Okay. So now, see this picture. This is very useful for you actually. Acidic, basic, and neutral salts. See the first equation. So strong acid, we take some strong acid HCl, H2SO4 is also strong acid, but we are taking the strong acid as HCl. And what will happen? So this picture basically tells like what will happen if I react the acid base? What will I get in return? Basically, you would have guessed it by now. So if I add a strong acid with a strong base, I get a neutral salt and water. This should be like it should be like should never ever forget this format. Every time whenever you mix an acid and a base,
Acid and base, it will become salt.
yeah, whenever you're mixing an acid with a base, you will always get salt and water. Always. Okay. So and the reaction goes the other way. So basically, you know how the reaction works. So for example, HCl plus NaOH. This is a base, no? This is a base they used here. Yeah. So we know that it's gonna give you salt.
Ma'am,
So
can
what
you
salt?
send this? Ma'am, can you send this PPT in the app so that in case I can refer to it in case I miss a class?
I will send, yeah. I will send. So how the equation goes? So equation plays an important role. So we won't have very deeper equations in 7th standard level, but still you should know the basic things. So HCl is there plus NaOH is there. That is going to give you NaCl. So how it actually reacts? So it's basically H plus and Cl minus ions is combined to form HCl. Like that Na plus and OH minus ions combine to form NaOH. Don't have to worry much. Just listen
Ma'am,
what I'm saying.
ma'am, what is the full form of like?
Yeah, this is hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. So it's one of the strongest acid. NaOH is sodium hydroxide.
Okay.
Na means sodium. It is so I think here it is written, no? Strong. Okay, it's not there. Okay, fine. So sodium. Na means always sodium means Na. It will be Na. OH means it is hydroxide. Hydrogen plus oxygen together to form hydroxides. So basically they're a base, strong base, you can say. Yes. And now H plus and Cl minus is basically it's like H plus and Cl minus. And why Ashwant and other people have not joined today? Okay.
Siddhant told that he'll be traveling.
Ma'am, because Ashwant and absent, but Ashwant, my friend, is absent.
Yeah, he's absent. I don't know why. Okay, so yeah, doubt, Charvik, yes, please. What is the doubt? You're typing in the chat? Okay, fine. Let you. type it. So HCl. So basically, if everybody understanding how I'm writing this, so you don't have to break your head how it is H plus and Cl minus. Okay, that is a deeper chemistry. You don't have to go there. But by now, I'm telling you, always positive attracts to negative, and opposite sides attracts each other. These principles, very small principles we learned in magnetism and stuffs, right? Positive attracts to negative. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And can I leave now?
Yes.
Okay, Siddhant, please do watch the recording. You can leave. Bye bye.
Yes.
So H plus. So basically, you think hydrogen is having H plus, that is a positive ions. Chloride is a negative ion. Na is positive ion. First neutral salt. No difference between the first neutral salt and last neutral salt. There is actually no difference. Both are salts, but salts are from like of different types. For example, you can say there are a lot of kind of acids, lot kind of acids. For example, hydrochloric acids are there. H2SO4, sulfuric acid is there.
And what
Right?
is H2SO?
Sulfuric acid. Yeah, this thing is having a name. CH3, I think it is. I forgot the name of the salt. We will search in the internet. Okay, wait, Shavik, we'll search. This one we will complete step by step. Okay. So this is H plus and Cl minus and Na plus and OH minus. So actually positive attracts to the negative. Yeah. And negative here attracts to the positive. I hope everybody is understanding, no issues. So that is why we are getting Na plus and Cl minus is attracted, and it is forming NaCl plus H plus and OH minus is together is forming H2O, that is water. 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Balanced equation is balanced, right?
Yes, sir.
So you will be getting some equation balancing things. I won't give you because it's of higher level, but just remember how the reaction is happening. So if somebody asks you why an acid and base is combined to form a salt, you should be able to give this explanation because you have plus ions and minus ions in both of them. And when you react them each other, they go with the opposite plus and minus. So here the H plus and Cl minus and Na plus and OH minus, oppositely they go. So H plus is going to OH minus this side, and Cl minus is combined with Na plus this side, and it's forming this. Yeah, got it?
Yes,
This is a basic reaction. No need to confuse. Very basic reaction. Same way we can have for another weak base. This is NH4OH. I think ammonium hydroxide. This is ammonium. So whenever you get NH4, it's ammonium. Okay, so it's ammonium hydroxide. Yeah, ammonium acetate. Yes. So as I told you just now, NH4 is there, so it will be ammonium for sure. So acetate. So this group is acetate group. So the name of this is ammonium acetate. So we will come each one, okay, step by step. Go to the second equation. Wait a minute. Okay, second equation is like HCl. You have HCl plus weak base is NH4. So what is the name of NH4? OH. Yes, just now I told.
yes.
Ammonium hydroxide. Yeah. What? Charvik, you said something? Yeah, ammonium. Yeah, NH4 is there. So it's ammonium for sure. Yeah. OH is OH group. Now, can anybody tell me what will be the result here?
So it will be acidic salt.
Acidic salts plus H2O.
Yeah, some salt plus H2O for sure. So what is the salt? How the salt will be there? Yes. So basically you can keep like H plus and Cl minus here, and NH4 is minus and OH is minus here. So if you don't know how to divide them, H2O will come for sure, right? So this H,
Yes.
here and OH from here, it's gone. So the remaining you can combine, that's all. Is now the resultant salt will be NH4Cl, right? So this is ammonium chloride, right?
Yes.
So ammonium is there. Why ammonium? Because it is NH4. That is why we give the name ammonium. IUM will come. And Cl is chloride. So we give ammonium chloride. This is a salt. And you get the water. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shall we go for the next equation? Now, till now we have taken, so the combination is very important. The first combination we were talking about a strong acid. What do you mean by the word strong?
Ma'am, like it's
Strong means and so like the muscles are strong and the
Basically highly reactive. Highly reactive.
vegetables are strong.
Yeah.
Healthy food is also strong.
Basically, it's like highly reactive. For example, the acid that we have in the apple, what is that name called?
nutritive.
Malic acid, no? The acid
acid,
that we have in apple is called malic acid. So if I touch malic acid, I will not get hurted. No? I will not get
Yes,
any
sir.
wounds. But if I touch
It's
HCl,
not a strong acid.
it's not a strong acid. Exactly. What do you mean by the word strong? It is highly reactive.
Highly reactive.
So if I touch HCl, what will happen?
I'm like a hand, like
It'll go. It'll go. That's all. Hand will go.
Yes.
Your skin will be, peeled off. You may even get hole. You may even get a hole in your hand if you touch. It's so reactive, highly reactive. Even the same for
Very strong
H2SO4.
acid.
Yeah, very strong acid. But malic acid, the acid that we have in the apple, citric acid that we have in the citrus
Orange.
fruit, those are not
Ma'am, it is
reactive.
not that much reactive to like
Exactly.
put holes through us.
Yeah, so they are called as weak acids. Am I right? Can I say them as weak acids?
Yes,
They are
sir.
weak acids. They are not highly reactive. So
Ma'am, so what
HCl,
is CH3HO?
CH3, this is, I think it is CH3,
Ma'am, like,
COH. It
ma'am,
is
can
weak
you
acid again.
explain?
Acetic acid.
Ma'am, can
It
you
is acetic acid.
explain this? Ma'am, can you explain the second one, like HCI plus? Can you explain it again?
Like how the acidic salt formed?
Yes, ma'am. Acidic salt.
Okay, I'll explain. No problem. So acetic acid. So somebody asked, this is acetic acid. This is the name of this is acetic acid. Acetic acid is a very weak acid. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now the first 1 minute, Sritej. First we were talking about the combinations. So first combination we took both are strong acids and strong base. We get a neutral salt. And in the second thing, it is also salt, but it is acidic salt. Why it is acidic salt? Can anybody tell me why it is acidic salt and not basic salt?
Ma'am, because the acid is strong and the
Very
weak
good.
is like the basic.
Exactly. Basic common. Like it's logic, right? Where do we use HCl? HCl is there inside your stomach itself, Sharvik. We use them for our digestion purpose. So use case of acids is a separate topic. Actually, you have to learn about what are the use cases. And in laboratory cases, we use HCls. So why in the second acid she told, then yeah, why don't we get a hole? Because our stomach is designed in such a way that it protects us from the strong acidic nature of that acid. If you are not eating for so long, you can feel the acidity in you, right? You can feel the stomach is burning. Have you ever felt that?
Like the throat gets all like burned.
Throat gets sore. It will be like
Ma'am,
some
like
people
so
will even
that's
get
why like
Yeah.
if you want it for so much like long time, we get stomach pain.
stomach pains because the acid don't know. It will think that you will give the food. When the time comes, it starts pouring the acid in your stomach. It doesn't know that you people won't eat now. Like that, the acid inside the stomach doesn't know that. So it keeps on pouring. So what will happen? Acid is a strong acid. Absence of food in the stomach will lead to stomach ulcer. Basically, it affects your stomach walls.
And so like that's why like do many people say don't eat oil food too much.
Yeah, oil food, like
Is
some
that
food you should be always eating. That is the main thing.
okay?
Like you can eat any kind of food, that is not a problem, but some food you should be eating. You should not, take long time. You should always follow a schedule. If you're eating breakfast at the 8 o'clock in the morning daily, you should maintain that time, because your stomach don't know that today you will eat, tomorrow you won't eat. Doesn't know. It will start pouring the acid, and if there is no food in the stomach walls get affected, as it is a very strong acid. We all know it affects the stomach walls. Yes.
Is it okay like to drink water and
It
not any
is,
food? Like
yeah, it is actually a very interesting question. Can anybody form an equation for that? Can anybody form an equation for Advika's question? So I have
Can
a
can
HCl
you
in the
explain
stomach.
that HCl plus that second?
I will. Okay, first we will complete that. So in the second one, we are taking strong acid, Sritej, that is HCl, and we are taking weak base. In the first combination, we are taking strong acid, strong base. But in the second combination, we are taking weak base. Weak
Okay.
base means not highly reactive base. So NH4 and OH. NH4OH is called as ammonium hydroxide. The name of this is ammonium hydroxide. How the equation now get? We know very sure that H2O will be formed for sure.
Yes, ma'am.
So this H and this OH will combine to form H2O. So what are the remaining things here? NH4Cl, obviously, no?
Okay, ma'am.
So they form together to form NH4Cl. Again, the name is very important. The name of this is, if wherever you find NH4, it is blindly you can say it's ammonium. Something ammonium is there, and Cl is there, so it is chloride. So ammonium chloride is the answer for that.
Okay.
So we get ammonium chloride, and I can say this is a strong acid, this is a weak base. So I can name this salt as a acidic salt. Why it is acidic salt? Because acidic nature is more here. The base becomes weak. Acidic nature is more. So I can name them as an acidic salt because acidity will be more in that salt. As we are using strong acid, not a strong base. Got it? Why we are saying them as an acidic salt, especially? Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Equations are very important. And now, as Advika asked me one question. Okay, Sarvik has already said something. So can we have an equation for this? So this is basically H plus and Cl minus, and H plus again. So it will be like H plus OH minus. H2O will be like this actually. So H plus and OH minus. So what will be this? So how they will get combined? So H plus is there, here OH minus is there. So HCl is there. So it's basically again HCl plus H2O. So is there any difference if you drink water?
No, ma'am.
Exactly. Okay. There is no difference. It means what? You can temporarily manage that hunger, but you cannot permanently manage. You need to eat something like within few minutes or something like that. Just for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you can adjust, but you have to eat immediately after that. You cannot manage so long. Just to acid, one more thing. Instead of equation, I can say HCl is there. If I pour water on that, so in any acid or any in any acid or any base, if you pour water, what will happen? Water will try to neutralize that. Neutralize in the sense it will try to reduce the acidic or basic nature. So you have to know this. Water is a neutralizing agent. It will try to neutralize. So what will actually happen if you are so hungry and if you are drinking the water? So for some time you can manage the hunger because the water will, whatever water you have drunk, will help to neutralize it for some extent, but not permanently again. Because again acidity will be there, acid will be pouring into your stomach. For some time you can maintain the neutralized state, but not for so long. Yeah. So if I'm asking you what is the role, like how H2O plays, helps, so you can say they act as a neutralizing agent. So when I have very highly reactive HCl, if I pour some water on them, to some extent this HCl's reactivity will be reduced. I can somewhat help them neutralizing, though that reactive nature somewhat I can reduce. Yeah. Am I telling more stuffs?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
so like water is the thing like which neutralizes the chemicals power.
Yes.
For
Yes.
Ma'am,
sure.
like
But like
even a base water
what if
neutralizes and even acidic also water neutralize.
Yeah, in both they neutralize. And also, if acids and base they form together, they also can be neutralized. So if I want to neutralize an acid, so I neutralize in the sense you don't have to go very deeply. If I want to reduce the reactivity nature of something, maybe acid or base, I can combine with the opposite things. If I want to reduce the acidity nature of the HCl somewhat to normal state, I can add little water to that, or I can add little base to that, so that automatically it will be reduced. Yes, yes, got it.
Yes.
Am I telling a lot of
Yes,
stuffs?
No, ma'am.
No.
This lesson goes like this, full of equations and stuffs, but it will be interesting, I hope so.
Yes.
Okay, now I think Sritej understood the second one.
Yes, ma'am.
Now jumping to third one. So weak acid. So this is acetic acid. So acetic acid is a very popular weak acid. So now my question is, I am adding some weak acid and with a strong base. So what will be my resultant?
Ma'am, it's like basic salt.
Very good. So basic salt. Why it is basic salt here?
Ma'am, I
Yes.
think because a basic salt is kind of like not that powerful and weak.
Yeah, because we use strong base. That is why.
Yes.
That is the reason. No. So we will go to the equation of this. So equation of this will be, that's CH3COOH plus strong base they are using as NaOH. Okay, fine. So NaOH. So now the reaction goes like, we know for sure H2O will come. So what will be the X here? Yes, can you guys guess it now?
Ma'am, can you repeat that?
I'm asking you here, we are getting CH3COOH plus NaOH, and we know resultant is H2O, and the equation goes like this. What will be the resultant? So nothing. Here nobody can guess.
Ma'am, can you
Tell me
write it
the-
clearly?
Okay, I should write.
CH3, can you write that clearly?
Okay. Wait. CH3COOH, and this is called as acetic acid. This is called as sodium hydroxide. Yes, I think now it's somewhat okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now, first of all, if you cannot do this, this is the first easy step. Except H2O, write, combine everything else. Or else you have to first CH3 plus, it's like this, COOH minus. No, 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 no. It will be, yeah. CH3 plus COOH minus. Here it will be like Na plus and OH minus. Now how this reaction goes on? This CH3 COO, I think this the resultant, no, no, no. I think I have written opposite. Should be CH3 minus and COOH plus. It should be like this. Okay, I did one wrong here. Actually, while separating, we should be very careful, guys. COO. H is actually plus. This is minus group, actually. This fully is minus group, and this is H is plus group. Combined only, they form acetic acid, actually. So, is it clear now?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
It is actually CH3COO will have the minus. This is minus bond.
Yes, and the
H
H
is
is
plus
positive.
bond. And now you see it has come, no? H plus will go and combine with OH minus. And Na plus will go and combine with this one. So resultant, can anybody tell?
Ma'am, CH3,
Yeah.
COO,
Mm-hmm.
and Na.
Yeah, okay. This is what kind of salt?
Ma'am,
Basic.
Basic.
Basic
The
salt.
base salt.
Very good. Okay. Now I hope this is clear. So you see, can you see now? You have to be very, very careful in dividing the stuffs. So how you will get this by practice? That's all. Nothing else. If you practice more, you can easily do this plus minus thing. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now going to the fourth one. So fourth one, both, so first combination was strong acid and strong base. Second combination was strong acid and weak base. And third combination was weak acid and strong base. And fourth combination, both are weak. So you will again get a neutral salt. If both are strong and both are weak, again you will get a neutral salt.
If one is strong and one is weak, then
So that is what we saw already. So if one is strong and one is weak, what we are getting, acidic salt or basic salt, you will get as per like which
Ma'am,
one
so
is
like
strong.
like acid and base make a neutral salt, and unlike acid and base make
Exactly.
acidic or basic.
Exactly. So yeah. So here, if you see, once again you see weak acid. So we'll take this one now. Weak acid is CH3. So CH3COOH, it is a weak acid. And weak base we already came across one weak base, NH4OH. So NH4OH. So we know we'll get water, H2O for sure. And what else? So same thing. This is OH minus and this is H plus and this is minus. So it is again a very easy task. Can anybody tell me the resultant?
ma'am,
CH3CO
CH3O4
C
and H4.
and
Yeah, the name of this, as Charvik said,
And
will be ammonium acetate, I think so, right?
Yes.
ma'am,
This is
somebody's knocking the door.
acetate.
Can I?
Oh yeah, you can go. This is this group is
Okay.
acetic group. This is acetic group. This is acetic group. This is ammonium group. So combined to form ammonium acetate. Yeah. Names are very important in chemistry. You should not say ammonia. Ammonia and ammonium is very different. You should not say acetic. Acetate and acetic is very different. You will know why they are called so. Not now, maybe in the higher classes. But for now, you just have to remember this is not something different. This is ammonium acetate. Okay.
Ma'am,
So
so
now,
like how to find like this CH3, COO, and H4 is like ammonia acetic.
that is what I'm coming to say. So you have some certain IUPACs, something called as IUPACs. So IUPACs will teach you this. So this is an organization. So they have named, they have given some rules and regulations. So if it is NH3, you will say it is nitrate, I mean ammonium. So it is like AT will come. If it is for IUM will come. Like that, you have some certain rules and regulations you will be following in future. So you have a separate chapter for that, how to name the components. But you will learn that in 11th standard. Okay, now you are only 7th
And then
standard.
why are you learning it in 7th? 4
Yeah,
standards
so
ahead. You told we should be prepared for 1 standard ahead, not 4.
Ma'am, so like if we now learn about IUPAC, like do we understand or like?
you can understand, but really it is like a very higher level. Higher level in the sense, to understand that you need to learn lot more. So for example, you will be getting that in 10th standard. So you will be getting more the chemistry parts in 9th, 10th, sorry, 8th, 7th, 8th, 9th. So if without learning 8th, 9th chemistry, you will not understand that chemistry.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Once
I
you,
have a doubt.
yeah,
Like, and if the oil is so hot and if we pour water in it, like why do like smoke come out of from
what is hot?
oil,
Oil is hot, and if you pour,
water in it?
okay, so yeah, it will not act base, it will burst out sometime.
Yes, ma'am. So like, why? What's the chemical like, reason?
It is not a
Like,
chemical, it's actually, there is no much chemistry behind that. Only one thing is there, oil and waters are enemies. Okay, they don't want to be with each other. They don't react with each other. For example, till now we were discussing HCl plus NaOH. So they are very friends, they are friendly to each other, so they can combine and form something called salt. But when I add oil and water together, they cannot combine because they are enemies. This is the water is a solvent, universal solvent, and oil is not. This water's density is more and oil's density, sorry, water's density is light and oil's density is more. So they don't combine with each other. They are unlike to each other. They cannot react with each other. Basically, like if you want to say in a like easy way in your standard, they're enemies to each other. They don't react. You cannot say that always two things will react with each other. You can never say that. You can never say. We will come to that if you're so interested in that what's happening internally when I mix oil and water, like bonds. Then again, it is in a higher studies. You have to learn about bonds, double bond, triple bond, single bond. Why it is not reacting with each other? So because of the bond structures, they don't have bonds. They cannot break the bonds and come back. So you have some separate line called bonds, chemical bondings. It's called as chemical bondings in chemistry. So that is a separate chapter. You will continuously learn about that in your 11th and 12th standards. So when you learn about bonds, you will learn actually why oil is not mixing with water. Why since the childhood people are telling oil and water don't mix with each other. And then you will finally learn why don't they mix, because of the bond structures and because of the reactivity nature. Something is there behind the scenes. You'll understand that in higher classes. For that, you have to first learn more about oil properties, water properties, and many other chemicals also coming to the play. You have to learn those things, and then you will come to bonds and you will learn that. Yeah. Understanding?
Okay,
something?
ma'am.
Yeah. So we have not even entered the chapter. Just discuss these 4 equations and time up. And then I have a worksheet prepared for you. So this worksheet will be very helpful. So what is the definition of acid? What is the definition of base? What are the properties of acid base? What is a pH scale? What is the example? What is indicators? These actually a mini lesson. Your lesson consists only these things. Okay, I think you cannot see the share screen, no? Wait. I think now you can see.
Ma'am, like this
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
So this is basically a kind of worksheet. I'll share this in the group. Basically, it will be directly. So in the lesson, we will learn more about what is litmus paper. See, we will learn what is litmus paper, what are the features, and where you will use. So this is questions. These are some questions I have for you. So problems, and then how to use that. What are acids? What is base? So till now we are talking about equations, but we will deeply go down what are acids, what are base, what are salts, and then we'll have this. So you have stuffs, but first we completed the very important things very first itself. So we'll now break down what is an acid, what is a base, what is a salt. We'll go deep down there. And then I have prepared this worksheet as I told you. So this worksheet directly it will have just one line. What is an acid? It tastes sour. They can corrode metals, turns blue litmus to red. That's all. That's all an acid. This is based on your subjective point of view or exam point of view. You can use this uh, worksheet. I mean, not a worksheet. You can use this sheet for your reference. So
Ma'am, can you send this in the app?
both I'll send in WhatsApp and also in the group if you want. And please, that's all
Okay.
for today. So we have learned many things today.
Yes.
I think so. Don't want to confuse much. This lesson is kind of full chemistry, so we'll go very slowly, no problem. But do revise it daily. And one more thing, please be prepared for the quiz. Question paper should be done within 2 days. Team B, please work on it. Please have a coordination. Yeah.
The subjective test coming on Sunday. What is the syllabus like?
Yeah, as I've told you already, it's 90% from electricity and 10% from acid base that we learned today. Till now, whatever we learned will come.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So
Ma'am,
then
so
bye
like,
bye.
ma'am,
Thank
like,
you, ma'am. Bye,
Wednesday,
ma'am.
like,
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Let them
what,
say
like,
bye. Please. Yeah, Rishit now.
ma'am, so like at what standard we'll study all this, like what you taught us today?
Okay, whatever we are studying now, it's not very unfamiliar or like unfair to you. You may learn this in your higher classes, but I want these equations that we learned is a good thing, correct thing for your standard, not very more than the level or something like that. But whatever questions, why it is happening, why it is called as ammonium and why it is called as nitrate. Those things you will learn in the higher classes. Why we name them like that? Why can't I say it as ammonia? Why should I should say only ammonium? So like that, some questions will be there, right?
Yes, sir.
Those things you will learn in the future.
Okay.
Okay, then bye.
Okay. Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.